I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it again.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New England Patriots. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from Indianapolis. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Jones. Looking here for Smith downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Campbell making the catch. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. On play action, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it here. This is James White. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Jones on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency? Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Wentz. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Gunnar Olszewski deep for New England. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. 2nd and 5 now. Jones dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw. Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First down, here's White. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Julian Blackman. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Jack Doyle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense. In
plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4. There he goes, left side. The 40. The 20.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Robert Foster, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Wentz now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10. Wentz, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Wentz to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. to throw. Wentz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New England, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.